My name's Walter Snyder. I now reside in Abbotsford. I didn't search too far. Brent's a good friend of mine, even before we got into buying some property. And I went with him just because a lot of people that I knew had just said the experience was good. So I was like, yeah, it's kind of a weird thing, I think, to ask your friend to manage probably the largest transaction of your life. But yeah, I knew him and we started talking and it just was pretty natural to keep going. I think one thing that Brent does really, really well is he just takes a minute to understand what's going on in your life. And then also, yeah, he was really good to bounce a lot of things off of. I was a first-time home buyer, so I was questioning, how do I get my mortgage? What's a reasonable purchase price in our crazy market? So Brent was just great to bounce all of that stuff off of, to be quite frank. And he was, yeah, the conversation never really stopped. He wasn't like, no, that's not my domain. He was just a good sounding board to sort of run through the whole process with. I think it's just the thoroughness, like the attention to detail. If you haven't bought a house, there's a lot going on. So when we walked through the process, he was always sort of a step ahead of what to expect next. So it was, yeah, there was nothing overly shocking. We never had this moment like, oh no, we didn't account for this, or we weren't aware of that. Yeah, he's just a pro. I mean, yeah, he's just a pro in that he just sort of anticipated where tension or stress might come from during the process, and he just spoke ahead of them. So it was great. Our primary method of communication was texting, and I mean, he always texted back, whenever he could. So, and we would text at all hours, of the day and night. So yeah, text, some of it was obviously email, but yeah, it was pretty much instant. I knew that if he was available, he'd be replying. It's been fun to watch Brent and Darren's business grow. I think one of the main reasons why we're seeing so much more of them is the people that they've got in the background too. I'm in sales myself, so I know that it takes a lot of energy and there's still a lot of hard work in getting stuff done. They have those support infrastructures. I've sort of watched them build up some of the processes behind the scenes too. So if you're considering getting a realtor, I would question those things and go like, well, how do we know? And when I ask you a question, how am I gonna know? And they'll tell you right away, like, oh, this is how we manage all of those things. So yeah, to go back to your original question, it's just the degree of professionalism